What's up? What's up? Yo, hey yo, I'm getting bread, the whole loaf, y'all slicing the ends off. Walking like I talk it, pulling that bins off. Champagne gang, shooters on that hen dog, a tense wall. Man down the cop, that's a 10-4. While y'all was playing Grand Theft, I was blaming text. Moving grands of wet, hand to hand on the steps. Facts, moving weight on the side like a tummy tuck. Double up, talking back to money, I need the money truck. Y'all on Instagram looking dumb as fuck. For likes and followers, you off the phone like a towel. 1-on-1, it's easy, 1 + 1. Smacks 1-on-1, after me there's none to come. Mumble bubble yum, rock pop bubble gum. I'm troublesome, fuck being humblesome. Since the open spray like a shook bottle. In my lane, gas down, full throttle. Headshot, close rain, no flash from the nozzle. Nope. Eat what, nigga? These shells not a taco. Push-ups and dips, 10 reps, 20 secs. Big C's, August 23rd, shit to the death. Slide on you with my slides on. Shooting side on till your side gone and slide off. Fuck to my high off, nut smoke it off, fuck again. Face fuck fiance's nut on the chin. Got no love from the girls back then. Took so many losses, now it's my time to win. In and out the pen, life as a sinner. Had mouths to feed, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Still with back benders, back with backstabbers. Money grabbers, life as a chain snatcher. Brownsville brain smasher. Never friend, never will when they came at you. Buried me in the blue casket. Patient had pound of weed and 2 ratchets. Crew of masters, cut from legendary rabbits. That kind of rapture. It's only right I follow after. It's the smacker.
Yo, what's up? We back live on stage like fucking Roxanne Shante live on stage. You just heard my man Frankie Smacks, aka Curry fucking Lils, because he don't like to be known as Lils. But this weekend, I was supposed to be shooting this video, coming back out of video fucking retirement, to shoot this video. Hey mama, how you doing? Because I know that, you know, you my #1 fan, and you know, if you ain't looking at it live, you gonna see it on the repeat and when it airs and when it come on. You know, today I took a day off today because I had to go to the doctor. Wearing them damn Timberland boots kind of messed up my damn feet, you know, all these years, and you know, had to get my prescription for my medication for my feet. But I did a little walking today, and I was walking around Brownsville, and I walked on the other side of Brownsville, on the project side of Brownsville, and it's some gentrification shit going on y'all side too. So, you know, all that, you know, a nigga's privileged because, you know, he lives in a private house. It's like, listen, y'all ain't know what I went through living in that private house with a leaking roof and mold and asbestos pipes and all that kind of other things. But I see that they had the cops out on Mother Gaston and fucking up y'all flow on that side of the town. So I see that gentrification is coming because they just redid that bank on Mother Gaston and Pickett Avenue, and that shit been abandoned for years. Cause I think one of my sister's friends from junior high school tried to rob that shit, and he just came home from doing that. It was Manufacturing Handover Bank, I think that was. It's just crazy. But the text that I had put up on Facebook today, I said, took off today and had to go to Mother Gaston to get me a fish sandwich because I wanted me a fish sandwich. And it's like that side of Mother Gaston is like the last of that real Brownsville, the last of the real Brownsville hold up, that real grimy shit. But it's like they gonna flush y'all niggas the fuck out from that side and start offering y'all money for them apartments and them projects real soon. It's prime fucking real estate. Brownsville sits right next to the Jackie Robinson Expressway. You got Linden Boulevard, you got Atlantic Avenue, so it's a good road, you know, I guess, to get to where you're gonna get. But the bottom line of the story is y'all motherfuckers gonna be bought out too, and you're gonna be throwing some fucking millions of dollars at y'all motherfuckers too to move out the projects before they can get the property. You know, I want to talk about, you know, the last week I've been looking at Vlad, and Vlad has gone in on this Tupac Biggie Small shit and this Death Row and Suge Knight shit, and you got the main players of the people that was behind Death Row. And I'm talking about, when I say the main players, I'm talking about the niggas that was beating people up. The people that, I guess, they were scared. If Suge Knight is standing here, the niggas that were standing behind Suge Knight, the Mob Parus or whatever. And Vlad got Mob James, and fucking Vlad got Keefy D, the nigga that passed the gun to the nigga in the back, and Orlando Anderson was the one that shot the gun off and hit up the car. And he talking a lot of shit, not a lot of shit about Tupac, but it's just a lot of things that you just didn't know what was going on over there at that, the things that was going on over there at that time that you're not really hearing about. Suge Knight car getting shot up while it was him, Tupac, and Snoop Dogg in the Rolls Royce and shit, and niggas checking Tupac for the California, what was that, the California Love song, California Love. And it's like, I guess the Crips out there was kind of mad with Tupac because you was rolling with the Crips first, and now all of a sudden you rolling with the mob. Like, I guess they call that set tripping, But in any case, it's fucked up. It was a loss of life. It was something, it turned out fucked up with Biggie Smalls and Tupac dying, because it's like it changed the way rap. It just changed rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad, like I always mention, I'm glad Master P came in and got his money after those deaths. I'm glad DMX and Jay-Z came in, and rap, I guess it had to evolve. It had to keep on going, and of that nature. But it's a sad thing. Let me jump off of Biggie and Tupac, because I love those motherfuckers to death that I'm always gonna talk about, y'all. Donald Trump. Donald, it's like, son, like, I never really expected you to be the way that you are. It's like, I know that you did that Central Park 5 shit. You really accused those kids at that time of that woman being raped, and I'm glad that movie that they put on Netflix got nominated for 16 nominations, which the Game of Thrones got 32, but 16 nominations, and I'm so proud of that. And it's like, Donald, it's like you being a little bit too hard. It's like, I can understand you, that I guess that you got to tighten up the borders and shit, because you don't know who the fuck is going to come through that border or hitting sleeper cell, and because you could have a guy from the Middle East that sneaks in and looks like he's fucking Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So I you could be careful, but the kids, send those adults home and all that other shit, but the kids, don't let the kids go out like that, Donald. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that to the kids. That shit is not, that's not right what you're doing. And you coming at those women the way that you are, the rhetoric. Like, the crazy shit of America is, it's like, I'm looking at Donald Trump like he's the new improved 50 Cent. That he just know how to flip it against you. Like 50 Cent taking Ja Rule's style and disrespecting him, saying that this man is singing on his records, and 50 Cent was doing the same shit. Like, how the fuck, the people were so blinded. The majority of the people was blinded. I wasn't blinded. I just was enjoying, this hip hop battle. But Donald Trump done flipped the script and said that, well, those four women, they're racist. Like, get the fuck out of here. And just flip the whole fucking script now. Like, he's taking the Democrats' energy and using it against them. And it's like, he's doing it. Donald Trump is going to win again. Donald Trump is going to get those votes from the red states. Hillary Clinton beat him by 3 million votes, the last one, 2.7 million votes on the last election, but we go by electoral college when it goes down to the president vote. So if Hillary Clinton got fucking, Hillary, you're going to get California, you're going to get New York, you're going to get Illinois. Those states got blacks, Latinos, and gays. They're going to vote Democrat. That's just the liberalism. But Donald Trump has all the rest of the states, and it's going to be 4 more years of Donald Trump. I mean, I don't know how, if I say prevent war. I mean, we don't need to be going war over, some sucker-ass trade and some sucker-ass ideology and, fighting for the oil and things like that, because the United States got 200-300 years worth of oil actually in the ground. You're just raping the other people on the other sides of the planet and getting their minerals and, you getting their stuff over there. It's just that Donald Trump is like, also, he just take like if he had a standing arm, and I always said this through these podcasts, it's been almost a year. If Donald Trump had a standing army, it would be a fucking problem. If he was to have those generals, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and the Marines, and was to have the generals, the top generals, the heads at the Pentagon to side with him with his shit, it would be a problem. He would be Putin. And he would not step down out his shit. You know what I'm saying? He would cause anarchy where you would have states, the 50 states trying to pull away from being a part of the United States with Donald Trump. But I said, you know what? Let the power be in the vote. And if he get voted again, then that's what it is. And we just going to have to finish it out because Ronald Reagan was doing the same shit. It's just that right now, Donald Trump don't got a boatload of fucking cocaine that come into the hood. But they said that, what, $1.5 billion of cocaine was caught in Philadelphia and the boat was owned by J.P. fucking Morgan? Like, what the fuck is that? I mean, I don't know, because some of this news is kind of fake news, but $1.5 billion fucking dollars. You know, sometimes the federal government like to trump up a fucking charge. You know, like, you seen a nigga doing a little bullshit $5, $10 crack rock fucking sell, and next thing you know, he's fucking Nino Brown. Like, this nigga just was selling the fucking drugs to pay his fucking light bill and get some diapers for the kid and some fucking milk. Like, you know, like, come on. You know what? One of the youngest, let me jump from that. One of the youngest was on the porch, and I told him, I'm like, the hip hop sample. I said, the hip hop sample is something so different today because in my day, a lot of rappers was sampling from James Brown and Barry White, the Parliament and Funkadelic, Zap. And the sample was easy to get. You was fucking throwing $10,000, $20,000 in a brown paper fucking bag, passing it to these niggas. They, you know, they authorizing their rights or whatever, and you was able to use some portions of the sample, of the composition of the music, and you're paying $1 million. You're not just getting that James Brown sample that rappers was rapping with back in the days. You're not getting that sample for cheap. It's not happening. Like, you're not getting a Barry White sample today for cheap. It's not fucking happening. You know, I just think that the corporations kind of fucked it up. And it's like a case in point when Remy Ma was coming at Nicki Minaj. And they said that Remy Ma's song charted on side the iTunes. And they had to take her song down because she didn't get the permission from Nas or whatever record company that actually fucking owned it. She didn't get the permission, so they had to pull the song down. So that's the case in point that the hip hop sample, you know, you got to pay some money for that hip hop sample, man. What I wanted to talk about, putting your music out on YouTube. I could say that the difference between now and then is that you actually have a shot. You have a shot. You have a shot at getting stardom if that's what you want. I guess, you know, as the saying goes, that you want to go viral with your shit. Today, you have that because I was speaking to this other guy on the train. He works for Universal. He was working for Universal Records. He was like, yo, they knocked down a whole bunch of different departments. You know, the artist development is not there. Like, a promotional department is not there. It's like, the game just changed. It's like, you know, it's for the good, and I guess it's for the bad. You know what I'm saying? I think the good is that you don't got to worry about some A&R or whatever what that A&R thing is, how the way it used to go back in the days, and a motherfucker telling you that, you know, this is not the right kind of music that the people don't want to hear. It's like today the people is going to decide what's good and what's bad. With these PCs and with your PC that's in your hand, which is your phone, you can get seen. There's 6 billion people on the face of the fucking planet. So if a bunch of niggas in Brownsville don't like my motherfucking podcast, it might be some motherfuckers in Africa or some shit like that that might just like what I'm saying. You know what? I'm talking about Africa. I was going through the Facebook and I seen Kenya. Kenya is one of the leading countries in Africa. They got some windmills up. I guess how the way the wind, they were saying like how the way the wind blows off of the Indian Ocean, and that country gets good fucking wind. So they got these big wind machines, and it's helping generate, some electricity, and I think that's awfully that's a good thing. Hold on, let me jump to something. Last night, it was so fucking hot, and it was trying to rain, and it was like a few droplets, and I had to go my fat ass out there on the porch and try to catch some air because that AC and shit is really not fucking kicking. But I know it's gonna kick the shit out of my fucking electric bill. But they was showing how Adolf Hitler was on fucking drugs. Adolf Hitler was mainlining fucking cocaine. He was getting the shit shot up in his motherfucking veins. I'm half sleeping. I'm up. I'm like, wait a minute. You telling me, motherfucker, I could have stuck fucking Hitler in East fucking Harlem on 125th and Lexington Avenue and gave him a bag of fucking coke or a bag of fucking dope, and he'd have been shooting it in his fucking vein. They said that Hitler, this doctor, I don't know where they got their information from and their actual fact. They said Hitler was getting hit up with so much cocaine, and it was another drug that they had. It wasn't heroin, it was just something else. I don't know if it was rather his pain reliever, because they said that he had a toothache. But, motherfuckers gonna say shit like they had a toothache. That's why he was, getting shot up. But they said that Hitler ran out of fucking veins. That he was getting the shit shot in his foot. Like, oh, shit. But they did say Hitler had syphilis. Because I seen one thing with his hands shaking real bad. His nerves was fucked up. So Hitler, he ran up in the wrong pussy, And they ain't have bicillin. They ain't have all them cylinders and shit for him to get medicated like that. But damn, Adolf Hitler was fucking mainlining fucking cocaine. What a fucking story. Let me jump to something. Marriage. It's a lot of cheaters. A lot of cheaters out there. And if you're going to cheat, I think that you might as well get out of the fucking relationship. But then again, somebody put on Facebook, when you live in New York, it's for fucking convenience. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a 2-bedroom apartment, a motherfucker could easily get a blow-up mattress and blow that shit up right in the fucking living room. And not even fuck with his wife, because it's like, damn. I'm paying half of this rent, she's paying half of this rent, and it's like, if I leave, I'm going to be paying this kind of rent. And it is expensive living in New York City. It's an expensive task to pay, to pay them bills, to wish my mama, you charging me a arm and a leg, and I ain't going to curse on that one, but, I'm trying to take care of the house the best way that I can. But it's like, if you're gonna be in a relationship and it's a lot of cheating, I think that you just need to get the fuck out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole thing is, I actually think that you're gonna fuck up and slide into some wrong pussy, or the chick gonna fuck around and get some wrong dick, because at the heat of the moment, shit can happen. We're human beings, and shit can just happen. And you don't want to bring that person back no disease that they can't get rid of. You know what? Being that we're talking about disease, when I was in a doctor's office today, and it kind of made me sad a little bit. Not sad, but I'm reading the sign, and they was talking about HIV, and they was like, if you're HIV negative, you could take this medication and get prevented. If you are HIV negative and you are not using condoms and you have multiple partners, you can use this. You can use this medication. It's like, I can't really throw out the medication name, but it was like, I just thought about all the people that died. A lot of family and a lot of friends that died from that shit. Like, wow, what if they would have had this medication popping off 1978, 1979, 1980, 1981? How many lives would have been saved from having fucking, people catching AIDS? Because I think, to me, as far as in the urban side, it's like, I can't really vouch for what happened down in the South, or down there. is a lot of blacks, a lot of Latinos, and a lot of gays got hit really hard and got really ravaged by that shit. And it's like the powers that be just turned to a deaf fucking, turned to a deaf ear. Like, I think that the medication that they work down now, Magic Johnson had it. A lot of people say that Magic Johnson don't have it. Magic Johnson had good medication, had good doctors, eating good fucking food, exercising, where his viral load is nearly untraceable. And it's like every human body is different. Everybody's human anatomy is different. And I guess that the HIV and with Magic Johnson just handled him differently. But the medication that they're pushing out there now, it's like I said, I just wish that medication would have hit a lot earlier, because that fucking disease fucked up families. It fucked them up. I still remember looking at one of my friend's mother, and we still in 87. I ain't even getting into high school yet. Crack already made it soon. The run was already, the wave was so big. From 84, that's when I first really started to see it. And going into 87, and I remember them carrying his mother. And it's like, oh my fucking goodness. Like, and I looked at him, and the nigga had to come and hug me, because I motherfucking broke down and start fucking crying. And his mom's died a couple of months after that shit, because in them days when people was getting HIV in the 80s, people were dying within 3 or 4 months after them getting it. That's why niggas was saying, yo, such and such got the monsters. That's what the fuck was going on. And it's like, I just wish to God, you know what I'm saying? I always bring that shit up, maybe because I worked in the HIV department for the city of New York, that it just had an effect on me that I'm never going to forget the people that died from that shit. Never. Never. And I'm going to always keep bringing it up, because like I said again, a lot of families and a lot of people was destroyed behind that shit, losing their mothers, losing their fathers, their brothers, their sisters, their cousins, their fucking best friends and god brothers and god sisters. Just a loss of life. And it's like, shout out to when Wu-Tang came out with AIDS Kill. Them and fucking 8-Ball and MJG. I remember they did that AIDS soundtrack at that time, when that AIDS soundtrack came out. And it was something I always mentioned, that how hip-hop has always celebrated Biggie Smalls and Tupac, and here these motherfuckers got gunned down in the fucking street, and Eazy-E dies from AIDS. And it's like, Eazy-E is just swept under the fucking rug. And it's like, even with Straight Outta Compton coming out, and you seen what happened, it's like it's still swept under the rug. Maybe because, Eazy-E, maybe because Tupac and Biggie Smalls was real MCs that, you just never gonna forget the real MC. Shout out to fucking Master P for his movie that's out. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about how it was generating more money. It wasn't in wide release, but they saying that it was generating more money than the majors. And I'm gonna give you a perfect fucking example. This is the summer of '91. Right around this time, I remember the Terminator 2 and Boys in the Hood was out, and they was matching up Boys in the Hood's money to Terminator 2's money, and Terminator 2 had 4,000 theaters, while Boys in the Hood only had like 1,600 theaters. But per showing, Boys in the Hood was outdoing the Terminator 2, so I understand that. The same thing happened when New Jack City came out and Silence of the Lamb was out. And New Jack City was outdoing fucking Silence of the Lamb per theater. So, shout out to the grind. Shout out to good filmmaking, because people want to come out and see what they want to see. Shout out to fucking Netflix. I'm a great big shout out for y'all giving that opportunity to people, because Black Raspberry and Low Blocks and An Emotional Homicide, the screenplays that I wrote, I'm going to get my ass out there and shoot them, because this video that I'm going to shoot, because you just heard this song from Frankie Smacks, he went to the Redman beat. You know, because sometimes I get, you know what I'm saying? Over the years, I always like, yo, son, you got to keep that old flavor. It got to be new, but it got to be that old flavor. Like, we cannot totally forget what hip-hop, the essence of the hip-hop. And to me, the essence of the hip-hop is the hip-hop sample. So you going over the Redman beat ain't no different than EPMD going over Zap. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you guys to chill. I don't know if that's an actual Zap sample or that was a Parliament and Funkadelic sample. It's like, don't forget about the hip hop sample. You know what I'm saying? Because with that, you got the new and you got the old. Because the old people gonna be like, yo, I know that beat. The new niggas don't know fucking Redman like that. A 20-year-old didn't check out the what? You didn't check out that album from 1992. Not that many fucking. You know what I'm saying? No. So, you know, shout out to fucking hip hop, man. Brother Mav, how many minutes have I actually been going? 25. I think it's time for us to play a fucking song. I don't know who the fuck just hit me. Let me cue up the music. What I wanted to say, I see 50 Cent still fucking with Irv Gotti and fucking Ja Rule, you know, with this shit. We're gonna go to the instrumental from 98 bullshit. My man Michael Summers from Barcelona fucking Projects. My nigga. Yo, you just heard the instrumental from my man Mike Summers from Barcelona, Howard Projects, Brownsville, a very fine beat maker. And it's just a fucking shame. It's just a fucking shame that niggas ain't jump on his shit, man. Jump on his beats, man, for real. Because son is an ill he's an ill producer, son, and I always liked his beats. And it's crazy because growing up, me and Mike never even talked. It's just that the fact that, you know, my cousin, you know, he got family over in Howard, which is also my family too. And it's like, damn, son, all these years and shit, we could have been clicked the fucking together. And it's like, nigga, I've been seeing you since fucking public school and we ain't never say nothing. You know how that shit go. You know, you see niggas and you screw facing, he screw facing and all that other shit. And it's like, damn, a bunch of wasted fucking time and niggas could have really collaborated and niggas could have really collaborated and do something. It was something that I wanted to, because I'm going off my Facebook, and I said, you know what? I said, let me put some posts down so I could have something to say. You know what? I was listening to the show and the after party. This is an album that was released in 1995, the summer of 1995 by Jodeci. Hard fucking album, but a lot of y'all people don't know. You know who they fucking manager was at that time of 1995 and Mary J. Blige's My Life? Suge Knight. Suge Knight had renegotiated their contract when those albums was actually actually out. Niggas went to Suge Knight like Andre Harrell and them is not paying us. And Suge Knight didn't even charge them, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess that he had a liking to that motherfuckers was just scared of him. And he renegotiated their contracts and got them some fucking money. So, and it's crazy. You know what? I seen a Vlad interview and there's so many backstories to the East Coast, West Coast thing with Suge and Puff. How you had a lot of people that was in fucking between them, like, whose side you on? And you know, Jordan seemed like damn, we ain't on nobody's side. We cool with him, we cool with you. We don't got nothing, you know what I'm saying, to do with that shit. And there was something that Danny Boy said, and I knew I wasn't crazy. Faith is on All Eyes on Me. They said that they used Miss Chalet to record over her voice. And it's like, yo, I hear this bitch. Excuse me for ringing me to call you no bitch. I'm sorry, Faith. Because I love Faith. That first album was hard. That shit made fucking Mary J. Blige mad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both had the blonde fucking wig on at that time. He was saying that like he was like that Suge Knight and them already knew that they couldn't get the clearance from Faith anyway, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? I want to jump to that because a lot of niggas, you know what I'm saying? I think that Tupac was fucked up with the first off, fuck your clique, you claim West Side till we die. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. That part right there, like, damn, you didn't have to blow Faith up with that shit because Faith was going through her own shit because Biggie Smalls was cheating on her. You know what I'm saying? So if she did fuck you, she just was only getting back at her husband. You took that shit a little bit. You took that shit a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Too much, you know, too much aggravation. But you know what? Keefy D, I'm gonna jump back to him. And Keefy D was like, yo, when he heard Hit 'Em Up, he was like, the way that Tupac ended that song, he was like, yo, the Crips and Compton was like, who the fuck is he talking to? Saying we the fucking mob and we carry guns on the way. I'm not making this shit up. If you listen to Hit 'Em Up, it's right there. And Keefy D, you know, that shit, that interview with Vlad right there, like these. Yo, Vlad, you doing your damn thing with getting that information out there because you had a lot of people that said that, oh, it was the fucking government. It was the government. And the FBI was watching because the FBI was tailing drug dealers from fucking New York out to LA, and you hearing this nigga Keefy D had a straight fucking, a Colombian fucking connect. When you look at it and you connecting the dots, Harlem, you know them Harlem niggas always getting fucking money. You in LA, and it's like, all right, so the feds is following them and watching them. It's like, damn, we can't blow our cover because the feds probably could have caught the niggas that shot Biggie Smalls. I ain't gonna say Tupac because that the Mike Tyson fight was going on and everybody's out there, but maybe the feds could have jumped on that shit. But you can't blow cover, I guess, you know, whatever how the way that shit go. But again, it's fucked up. It was a loss of life, and it's sad. Another thing, I'm gonna jump to health right quick. Sleep apnea. That's a disease when you're snoring. When you sleep, and it's like all these years, people be laughing, that nigga be snoring. Not me. In general, I think that me gaining weight over these last couple of years and me smoking and me drinking and me smoking all kind of other dumb shit triggered the muscles or whatever was inside my shit that made me snore. That they said that I stopped breathing 68 times in 1 fucking hour. That means that my body is not getting oxygenated. You know what I'm saying? My kidneys ain't getting full oxygen. My heart ain't getting full oxygen. And they say my heart is bumping fucking fine, but some days I be feeling kind of fucked up. You know, not getting proper rest, because the human body needs proper rest. You need to be properly rested, because I'm going to tell you, you can have a disease inside your body that's dormant, as they say. That shit is just laying there in the cut. Whether it's tuberculosis, all kind of other shit could be dormant in your body, is chilling in that corner. Next thing you fucking know, your body's getting ravaged the fuck out. And it's like, well, how did that happen? He had such good health. If your ass is not resting, your body needs to fucking rest, and you need to go your ass. You need to go your ass to sleep. And it's like a lot of people over the years been laughing at people that be snoring. Please, people, if you're watching, I will hope 1 billion of you motherfuckers is watching. But even if it's just 100 of you motherfuckers that's gonna watch my podcast, please tell someone to go to a sleep doctor and let them record them. Let them hook up the sound mics. Let them hook up to your heart. Let them put the shit on your legs. Put the shit on your back. And get monitored for that sleep apnea, because that's how the way your ass is gonna sleep. I mean, that's how the way your ass could die. You can die without, you know what I'm saying? Like, you not breathing. You're not breathing properly. You know what I'm saying? While you're sleeping, because your muscles, somewhere down there where your tonsils is at it's getting too relaxed, and it's kind of blocking up your airways. But it's also, if you're fucking overweight and obese as like I am, you need to lose weight. Bottom line. So it's like I'm gonna try to my best abilities to change my my eating habits, and try to my best when I get stressed, or I need a cigarette, or you just need a cigarette to bring you calm. Maybe I need to chew on those fucking sticks and shit like that. But I'm not like a smoker like that. But sometimes when it's sociable, you just smoke. I just think over the years with mad different chemicals and all kind of other shit, it just kind of it just fucked the nigga up, a little bit. Shout out to my man Seiko. I know tomorrow is his fucking birthday, and I know that I will hope that I thought that he was coming home last week, but. He didn't come home. I don't know really what's going on in that situation. But I know that the nigga know how to deal with that situation, being behind that gate like that. Tomorrow my son be 47 years old. A good fucking dude. Like I said, I miss the nigga, but you gotta handle your business. Just the same way that you tell me, every man is responsible for his own acts and they own deeds to shit. So just next time when you come home, just try your best to stay home, because you got these kids, and you don't really, I just I just couldn't have not. And this is not even with Reg. This is just with me, because I grew up in a home without a dad, and mama, no disrespect, those were some sucker ass niggas that was in that crib. You know what I mean? And they didn't do a good job, because not near one of those motherfuckers ever asked me what I wanted to be. You was just really in tune with my mom and shit like that. So you don't want, even if you're not with the woman, you want to play that part in raising your kids. You just want to raise that part, because I feel as a man and as a child that became a man, there was always something missing, and my dad was missing in my life. And it's like, all right, nigga, I know that you was in the Vietnam War and you came back crazy. You went in there in 1966 and you came out in 1972. And at that time, 66 or 72, they said motherfuckers was getting it on. That, you know what I'm saying, during them times of that war, because that's the same fucking time, and I know I mentioned this before, Frank Lucas was pushing that heroin through those dead bodies coming through Fort Bragg. My dad is based out of Fort Bragg. I got the paperwork on it because I had it, because I remember my mother went to the VA and tried to get some money. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, take care of your goddamn kids. I know the other week they had a show. They had the Locks. They had 50 Cent. They had Snoop Doggy Dogg all down there at the Barclay and shit. And it's like, wow. It's good that hip-hop has those shows, because I be hearing Eric Sherman say, why the fuck do we get criticized for being old doing hip-hop, and y'all motherfuckers don't say nothing about the Rolling Stones? The Rolling Stones been around since the 1960s. My mother is 66 come fucking January. My mother was a little girl when the Rolling Stones was fucking opening up for fucking Ike and fucking Tina Turner. They still going. They can still perform. It's just that hip hop has that. Oh, he's an old head. You have that stigma, and it's like the rockers of today ain't saying. You ain't gonna say that shit to fucking Metallica. You damn sure ain't gonna say that shit to Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses still get money. Aerosmith still get money. Bon Jovi still goes out there on fucking tour. what's that, what's Billy? Whatever his fucking name, Billy Joel from North fucking, he's considered rocker, not so much hard rock, but people still get out there and perform because you still got that fan base and you still want to hear that shit. But you know what I wanted to say, Brownsville, to the parks department and shit, it's like, yo, y'all need to step up a little bit with those performances that come to our park. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, find some fucking money, find some money in the city coffers, pay a motherfucker some money. Can we get John Legend? Why the fuck John Legend had to go fucking perform in Central Park? John Legend can't come through Brownsville? Escort that motherfucker like he's the president in, and escort that motherfucker back out when it's time to go, because you will fill the park as big as Bessie Head Park. That shit is humongous. You could fit 10 to 20,000 people in that field. You know what I'm saying? You could fit the people in there. It's like we need some better entertainment. But you know what's crazy with that? I'm looking at how tall those high-rise fucking buildings that y'all building around that fucking park. So you're giving people prime real estate, because they said that they're going to have a lot of concerts. When Bessie Head is done over, they're going to be having a lot of concerts and shit in there. So I guess you're going to have some rich person. I don't know what race he going to be. It's just going to be some rich motherfucker living on building 6. I mean, the 6th fucking floor condo looking at fucking Bessie fucking Head, but I always, when I do go to the community boards, I said that, you know what? I don't have a problem with the gentrification. It's just us motherfuckers that survived that shit. AIDS, crack cocaine, gunshots, gangs, number running gangs from the 1950s, 60s. The motherfuckers that's left. I just think that we deserving of something. We need to get some dibs on it. Not sociably. I'm not into socialism. I'm not into that AOC chick with that socialist shit. Everybody needs education. Everybody should have a right to fucking shelter. Everybody should have a right to fucking health care. But a motherfucker like Bill Gates deserved his fucking money. He created something that was very fucking good. Even to do that fucking Amazon. This fucking man started in his garage 30, 40 years ago, whatever what it was. Broke his fucking ex-bitch of 60 fucking billion dollars, 30-something billion dollars, and still claimed the top fucking position as the richest man on the planet. You can't get mad at that. He created something that was fucking good that we all fucking... That's like me getting mad at Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z has been taking his money, flipping it, putting it into the right place. I guess art, whatever. Jay-Z has just been putting his money right. But I just got one of the problems that I have with Hov, and it's like I can see. I know Jay-Z had that thought in mind, like, yo, what if I would have came through Marcy and somebody would have fucking Nipsey me in the living room, because I know that you had different sides of Marcy. You know what I'm saying? They one was the living room, the kitchen, whatever. You come into your hood and a motherfucker off you and you trying to fucking help him. But I just think that it should have been the Sean Carter HIV clinic. You sold a lot of dope. A lot of those black women humped to get your fucking drugs. All right, I know the thing is, well, if it wasn't me, you would have got the drugs from somebody else, but I'm just saying, you could have built a hospital or some shit like that. Mike Tyson, you too. I don't give a fuck. I know that you hate Brownsville. Brownsville gave you nightmares and shit, but you wouldn't be the person who you are if it wasn't. Because if you would have stayed in Bed-Stuy, I don't know if you would have been a boxer. I don't know. You learned that shit in Brownsville. That rage that you had, that shit started to spawn in Brownsville, and that's what fucking made you. And it's like, the only thing that Mike, I don't want you to punch me because I heard that you fucked up Whack 100 or some shit like that. Because Mike, if I was to fucking see you, and if I pull out my pictures that I got of your old friends that you were peeing in their bed, you'll probably punch the shit out of me, because I would ask you, why the fuck you didn't take care of some of these niggas? I mean, they rubbed you that way. These people always thought that they were your friend. You know what, Mike? I don't want to make you mad, because, you know, we love you. And my mama cried when Buster Douglas knocked you the fuck out on that cold winter night in February, because I was like one of the only niggas that had cable in the hood. We had wireless cable. It was charging you an arm and a leg for maybe 10 or 15 fucking channels at that time. 16 channels, 17 channels. And my mama started fucking crying. 'Cause I got a picture of my mom's hugging the shit out of Mike Tyson when he came through. I think Mike had came through about 12, maybe 10 or 12 was the last time he really came through. My mom's hugged the fucking shit out of you. You know, my mom's was your number, your number one fan. But we love the shit out of you, Mike. What I wanted to say, you know what I wanted to do? Peace, my brother. What I wanted to say, I will hope in the near future that Suge Knight, I'm gonna jump back to Suge, that they do his movie and they get his story, because like the shit that this interview that Vlad got with Marv James, and you got one Blood and you got one Crip. These niggas is 55, 56 years old. This is that old school shit that's there. 50, you know what I'm saying? That's that old school shit. Like if y'all could get Suge's story and put his story down on paper, it would be a good fucking story. His rise and his fall, And which his fall is, you should have listened, because I know it hit you, Suge. I don't know if you want to see this podcast, that you did all that gangster shit, son, and you couldn't even see your mama at her funeral because they wouldn't allow you to leave, because at that time you on trial for murder. So when you on trial and you in pre-trial for murder, the inmate cannot be removed from jail to go anywhere. Maybe if you was already sentenced already, they would have been able to bring you down to see your mama. And I know, baby boy, I told my daughter-in-law today that mother is God. Mother is God before fucking Muhammad, Jesus, Moses, or any of those motherfuckers that's in that Bible. Any fucking one of them. Elijah, any fucker that you got in that Bible, your mother is God before the ideology of religion even comes in mind. Maybe 20 years after you born, you may be questioned because you probably get into an argument with your mom, like, I don't want to hear that shit, mom. But a child, the mother, she's God. That's just the bottom line. How many more minutes I got, brother? I got about 13 more minutes. What I wanted to say, what's the name? Yeah, I'm gonna be shooting this video this week. I hope that this video come out right, because I said that if this fucking video don't come out right the way that I want it to come out right, I think I'm gonna actually quit. Because I've been doing this shit a little bit too fucking long, and I'm fucking kind of tired. I'm getting old. I'm getting tired, and I had said that maybe I could take those scripts down to the college and put into to somebody else's hand and just be the executive producer and as the writer, because I've been noticing HBO they be showing the executive producer and the writer of the story, not even the fucking directors no more. It's the executive producer and the fucking writers and the creators and the story by motherfuckers that's getting the money. But the thing with the video is I want to really, really put actions behind the words of the video. And one of my favorite videos that I seen, and I swear this is before even the time I even wanted to even become into videos, is NWA's Niggas Is Always Into Something. That fucking video there that's my favorite rap video. Not that it's my favorite rap song, but the way that video is done, I just always wanted to cinematically do shit like that. Not for the views and the likes of the people. I don't even give a fuck about that. I'm talking about to give me that feeling for myself. To say, this is where I want to go with this shit. And it's like, I'm getting ready to retire. And it's like, I'm not going to be able to get this money until I'm 57 if I retire in 4 fucking years. I just want to stop getting up, going to work. I don't want to take no fucking orders from nobody black, white, green, Puerto Rican. I just don't want to take no more orders from y'all. You want to take orders because if you're doing business, the business got to be right. Not that you're taking an order, but I don't want to be the slave to the rhythm anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm really fucking thinking that I'm a slave. I'm just a paid slave, I guess. You know what I'm saying? From the hours of 9 to fucking 5, trying to find people to give them their damn child support money. You know what I'm saying? And I have a conflict of interest meeting tomorrow. No, if you're working for the city, you cannot accept money from people that's doing business from the city. I fucking know that already. That's like me hanging out with a bunch of motherfuckers in my hood that's always on my motherfucking porch, and niggas is scammers, and I'm giving motherfucking people social security numbers, birth dates, and they fucking names. That's a conflict of interest. So why the fuck is you wasting my time? I'm getting ready to retire, so it's like I don't really give a fuck anymore. As long as I don't steal that, I'm good. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. I just don't cross that line, because you got a lot of people that's a slave to the fucking rhythm and don't stand for shit. With that Union DC 37, y'all ain't shit fucking neither. Y'all don't really represent people fucking right. Like, you can't fucking represent me. You just can't. You can't represent me on shit. I go in there, do my job, find these women, give them their money. That's it. I've put in for fucking positions and shit. And I'm not even drunk, y'all. I'm not even drunk. I ain't even smoked shit yet. I've applied for positions with the city of New York. And I know within my fat fingers, I done moved $15 million. From 2008 to this very point right now. $15 fucking million, and y'all money has not fucking come up short or stolen that you had to fucking come check me. And it's like, wait a minute, I put in for a job to take fucking pictures for the mayor. I just moved $15 fucking million. How fucking trustworthy do you want a motherfucker? And I have an associate's degree at BMCC for video. A little video, a little pictures for the mayor's department. And y'all motherfuckers can't even call me for an interview. You think I ain't gonna talk shit tomorrow at that training meeting that we gonna have? Oh, you know, Lorenzo don't say nothing, they gonna fuck up your overtime. It's so much, it's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? If y'all do see this video or whoever do report me, I don't even give a fuck no more. I don't care. I'm on my way out the door. Y'all motherfuckers should have tried to come at me maybe in the 13th year. This is the 21st fucking year. My mother said, nigga, you better go get you a fucking job. And I got off the corner at 25. Because I just always had this shit with my mother and my grandmother looking at me from the corner of the eye. And we live on the fucking corner. I live on the corner. Everybody know where I'm at. I live on the corner fucking house, on the fucking corner. But in any case, we're going to wrap this segment up. And I want to give a shout out to S.STREET fucking media for giving me the Crush Groove experience. And I said this before, and shout out to my man Shaw Bolden at 783. When I did that internship, and it was Little John, it was Little fucking John, Yo fucking Gotti, Little John, Yo, and Pit fucking Bull. These niggas is multi-millionaires now. And I'm not mad at that. Oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I don't give a fuck. Your rap is not what I want to listen to. And I'm not degrading what you're doing. That's just not what the fuck I'm gonna listen to. Like, I didn't listen to De La Soul. They're from my era. Me, myself, and I like that song, but I'm not gonna sit there and say I went through a De La Soul album. No. That just wasn't my you just wasn't my forte of rap. And it's like at that time, that down south thing that was going on, and the Yin Yang Twins, them too. It just wasn't my forte of rap, and I didn't enjoy myself doing it. And I was so tired today. I got a house full of grandkids and kids. I said, you know what? If Math could get his fucking ass up and get his ass over here like, nigga, get your fuck up. No excuses. And try your best and get to the bat, because God is fucking good and God has been good. And I'm glad you woke me up this morning. You got me here, and I don't have the millions of dollars. And you know what? One thing I'm going to say before this shit wrap up, I wish that Bad Boy and Death Row could have, Puff Daddy could have saved these letters that I used to send them at the height of the East Coast, West Coast war, asking for a fucking job. I just wanted a fucking job. I just wanted to live this hip-hop experience, this culture. That's like a motherfucking Muslim today would have loved to be with Prophet Muhammad. You would have loved to be with Prophet fucking Muhammad. You just would have, You just would have loved it. But we gonna wrap this up. I love y'all people. Peace, love, soul. And you know what? We're gonna take this out with some music. I'm gonna find some.
Nigga, do we got a problem? Nigga, do we got a problem? Get that nigga problem. Move like a bishop in chess, bishop and Q. Want to be a bishop in church, but my life like bishop and Jew. Used to dribble like Kittle, candy pieces like Skittles. Check my money on a bitch into the nipple on nipples. Gorilla glue, fronto and raw. Remedy, Red Bull, Hennessy. I'm going in raw. Face puncher, rib cage stomper. I should cut ya. Big gut on my waist, I never wear rubber. Far less, far more, I'm the corner to goal. Slap your favorite rapper with a skateboard. Oh Lord, break yours and break laws. Keep mine, take yours. State lines and break north. Catch me if you can. Gingerbread man, me and my bitch Ginger. I'm the bread man. 40 acres in the muse spread land. Make you drink your grandma's bad pen for what you said, man. Go against me, that's a dead plan. Left hand. Any money owed, send it back for interest. Not personal, just business. You're now fucking with some winners. Eating good, I can skip a few dinners. Nigga, do we got a problem? 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 Get that nigga robbed. 50 counts are like a pyro. Rapper beef gyro. Shoot you down spiral. Did it with my eyes closed. That bodies go viral. Keep your nose closed. Two petty kids ain't the high road. Did it for the life though. On my feet like walking tightrope. Took a fall, but I'm alright though. It's all part of life, so check my vitals. Time to go, grind and go. Crying about dollars, what you want it for? You sounded like my 9-year-old. In the jungle feet planted like a tiger toe. Smelling prey like a lion nose. I got an iron toe. Keep the iron close. Too much cutthroat and lying so. Nowadays it's not a lot of loyalty in the pros. Big well, catch you with some crows. Lot of smoke popping mo. Chillin' with some hoes, cracking jokes. Pussy nigga, all facts exposed. Smacking with the Mac, crack his nose. All rats must go. Any money owed, send it back with interest. Not personal, just business. You're now fucking with some winners. Eating good, I can skip a few dinners. Nigga, do we got a problem? 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 Do we? Get that nigga rob him. I do this.